Alright, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today I'm back with another video here. This is video 999, and yeah, this is a great start, great start to the first game recap of 2023-24 as the Flyers lose 6-0. 6-0 in the first preseason game. Yeah, there wasn't many positives in this game. If you're looking at the lines, and obviously we did the pregame show as well, Flyers warm-up, that was the first installment of that. I hope everybody enjoyed. We will go longer as the season goes along. It was just with, some personal things that were kind of going on with me and Bill that we just couldn't do it as long as we normally will. But we will be, pretty much for 30 minutes every game, right before, just kind of talking about the game, and that's pretty much, what we kind of led into today. And yeah, just not the best game for the Flyers. I mean, a lot of rust. Obviously, it's a different lineup. It's going to be a different lineup every night in the preseason. You're looking for specific things. For me, what I noticed in this game, a lot of sloppiness, a lot of the young guys kind of getting torched at times. Just not the strongest game overall, and that's just kind of how it went. If you're looking for, a certain positive for me, I thought Sean Couturier had a solid game. I mean, it was his first game back, a couple nice defensive plays. It wasn't pretty, and I mean, nothing really the Flyers did tonight was pretty, but was it better than what you'd expect, or how did it look? I thought Coots had some decent moments in this game, getting the puck out of the zone, a couple faceoffs, first shift of the game. He ended up kind of, just really going in fast and ended up finishing his check, and that was kind of what he wanted to do. He mentioned it the other day. He wanted to just kind of get that over with and see how he felt. I thought he looked pretty good. Cam Atkinson doesn't play. He would not in warm-ups. Briere said that he was kind of just a little banged up. They didn't want to chance anything. That's fine. Hopefully it doesn't turn into anything crazy. I mean, like the biggest thing is it's 4-0 New Jersey a couple minutes in. And again, to finish out the lineup, Farabee was with Couturier and Brink, Lixel, Frost, and Forrester, Brown with Barkey and Allison, Fury with Denoyer and Tuamala, York and Walker, Sealer and Bonk, Andre and Granz, and then Peterson played 2 periods. He did not play well, and Felix Sandstrom was in net for the 3rd period. So again, no Atkinson. Unfortunately, it stinks there that Cam wasn't able to play. But I mean, 1-0 Palat. It's a pass in tight, not a great play by Bonk, and Peterson was kind of just stood still there. He didn't really move. Jesper Bratt just blew by him, and he was a guy that I said in the pregame show tonight in Flyers warm-up that he's the guy to kind of look for, and he sets up a lot early. York had a chance for the Flyers, first shot on net there. Eric Hollowood scored to make it 2-0, slam dunk in front of the net. Really wasn't much Peterson to do. It was a turnover. Andre was kind of watching the puck. 3-0. Thompson, young guys, they just getting killed. Sealer ends up dropping the gloves. It was more of a wrestling match, which that's what you want to see from a guy like Sealer. I mean, everyone knows what Sealer is. Torts obviously knows what he is, and he's just that type of defenseman. I mean, dropping the gloves, you're already down 3-0 a couple minutes in. You might as well try to set the tone, or at least try to get yourself back into the game. And that was kind of the idea there. It wasn't the biggest fight or anything like that. They kind of hugged and fell to the ice, but it served a purpose for maybe 20 seconds, and then New Jersey scored again. The stream was frozen. That's part of my issue with this whole thing, is that the NHL has a lot of problems with the marketing, and one of my biggest things that it is just so aggravating to me is just the fact that you have to watch this game through a stream from the Arena Vision cast. I just don't understand. It's one of the biggest problems is that the game is, I know it's the preseason, but there's little things like that just it just doesn't make any sense to me. Why wouldn't this game be on television? I just don't get it. Anyway, Holtz ends up scoring 4-0, and it's just I didn't really see the goal. I kind of went back and then watched it again. It was a turnover by York behind the net, slam dunk in front for Holtz. I mean, it was just little things like that, and it's like 4-0. You're like, what is going on here? So again, it was a nice play by York after this to set up a breakout. Farabee had a chance in front. Farabee, I thought, had an okay game. I didn't really notice him that much. I mean, he had a couple scoring chances, but I didn't really notice him. Kind of the same thing with Frost, Forrester. I mean, not really anyone played well tonight. Again, I liked Couturier. I think for the fact that he was able to just get through the game, and he made some good plays that reminded me of the old Couturier, like the defensive plays in the zone, breakouts, kind of charging at guys, penalty kill, all that type of stuff. I thought Coots did that. The Devils were just walking in, dominating us. Brown had a chance. It was the best one for the Flyers so far. Peterson, again, it wasn't that, it was really a combination of everything. I thought, like, the defense wasn't good in front of Peterson, and he wasn't really helping it. And, you know, the Flyers had a one pretty good shift in this period, and it was set up from Elliot Desnoyers. It was a good forecheck. They had a chance from Andre on the point on a slap shot, but I mean, outside of that, they didn't do anything. And for Peterson, it was just like, again, it's already 4-0. A lot of the goals were, you know, again, breakdowns in front, but he didn't help. I mean, a lot of the goals, or excuse me, just a lot of plays and pucks were just thrown at the net, and he's just, it's like sitting there, and he just wasn't moving. I don't know why. It was weird. I mean, it just wasn't a good first period. A lot of turnovers. Shots were 13-5 New Jersey. The Flyers had 3 shots in the second period. 5-0. They score early. It was a delayed game on Walker. Maher scores. It's slam dunk. It deflects. It's kind of rolling around. There's nothing Peterson can do. I mean, he's a fish out of water trying to get that puck, and you know, it ends up going in. And Flyers will get a power play. Couturier, Tuamala, Forrester, Brink, and York were on this the power play for the Flyers. That was the setup. Couturier had a turnover. It was easily Coots' worst play of the game. I mean, he was the one guy that you're looking at, right? I mean, this is like the Coots game. I mean, a lot of these guys in this lineup, again, we mentioned this on the pregame show, it's a lot of guys, you know, rewarding guys from rookie camp or you know, little things like that, or the rookie games. Some guys, I think, showed some decent plays, but the Flyers had nothing consistently. It was just a lot of one and done was most of this game. Couturier has a penalty here, a turnover that leads to a penalty. It was a hook on York. 4-on-4, Brendan Fury, who's actually had a pretty quietly good camp. Me and Bill talked about that on the show. You know, and I thought he looked pretty good yesterday in some of the scrimmage games, and you know, he had a chance here on a partial breakaway, a couple decent moments, but again, just nothing sustainable for the Flyers. And part of this is probably because you go from a skating test to multiple scrimmages, off-ice workouts, all of this other stuff. It's been a pretty, you know, compact schedule for training camp. There's been a lot of different, you know, movement and where guys are going and, you know, all this type of stuff. And it's probably part of why they didn't want to, you know, rush Atkinson in this game. I mean, you know, Cam mentioned he's, you know, pretty much as good as he's going to get, you know, health-wise, and that's kind of where that went. So, I mean, as this game kind of went on, I thought it settled down, obviously. I mean, I feel like a lot of the time in games, in if it was preseason or not, if there's a lot of goals early, it just settles down. I thought Sean Walker had a couple nice plays getting out of the zone, you know, exits and just moving the puck. But again, nothing crazy. You know what I mean? It was just a very sloppy game overall from the Flyers. Third period, Sandstrom comes in. Shalgren for New Jersey. Brown hit the post on a 2-on-1. There was a penalty on Barkey as well. McLeod would score to make it 6-0, and Andre tried to step up, and it ends up killing him. And just little things like that. I mean, making bad decisions. It was just constant throughout the entire night. Not the best game. Just a really, not even, I can't even, honestly, I don't even know why I'm describing it that way. It just wasn't a good game at all. I mean, that's the easiest way to put it. So, yeah, I mean, you know, it's going to be a different lineup. Obviously, you have to hope for a better outcome, or at least something different in the game on Wednesday against the Islanders. I'm assuming that game, it seems like that game is going to be streamed as well. So, again, we won't be doing the pregame show. If I'm able to kind of go back and watch the stream, because I have work that night, so if I'm able to go back and watch the stream, I will do it, and I will do a video. But outside of that, yeah, not the best game tonight for the Flyers overall. Couple positives. I mean, seeing Couturier play is obviously one of them. You want to see some more in that area, but I mean, outside of that, that's probably the only positive that I can think of. So, yeah, it's a rough one to kind of start the season, but hey, it's only the preseason. We'll see what kind of happens, here moving forward. But thanks everybody again for all the support. As always, make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed watching this video. Hit subscribe. Thank you for checking out Flyers warm-up. Again, it's a weekly, or actually not weekly. It's a game day show that me and Bill Meltzer are going to be doing throughout the year. It's pretty good episode tonight. If you tuned in, and we'll be doing one back up on Friday for the preseason game against Boston. So stay tuned for that. Again, thanks everybody so much for watching, and I will talk to you all again soon.